Ghana is endowed with a diverse range of traditional leafy vegetables that naturally thrives in the country's environmental conditions, requiring minimal effort to flourish. Despite their potential, these traditional leafy vegetables have often been underutilized and overshadowed by more commercially popular vegetables within the Ghanaian community. Recognizing the need to preserve these indigenous leafy vegetables and promote their cultivation, scientists from the CSIR Crops Research Institute and Plant Genetic Resources Research Institute are spearheading a movement to engage farmers directly in the selection and growth of these valuable crops. The approach, known as Participatory Varietal Selection, is a collaborative effort that actively involves farmers in the process of selecting and developing varieties of indigenous leafy vegetables. Farmers become an integral part of the decision-making process by gaining valuable knowledge and expertise about the diverse range of indigenous vegetables and how to cultivate them effectively. This initiative aims to empower farmers with knowledge and practical experiences to enhance their farming practices and encourage the growth of indigenous leafy vegetables. With support from the Global Crop Trust, 20 farmers from Barikesi in the Achimanwa-Bieja North District of the Ashanti region were invited to the Kwadaso station of the CSIR-CRI on Thursday, 7 September 2023 to take part in the participatory varietal selection of 3 indigenous leafy vegetables, Roselle, Amaranthus, and Kokoros, locally known as Sule, Aleifu, and Ayoyo respectively. Likewise, on Tuesday, 26 September 2023, farmers from Bwedi within the Ofori-Krom municipality were also invited to the CSIR-CRI Kwadaso station to participate in the varietal selection. The project leaders also invited traders, students, consumers, and agricultural extension officers to participate in the varietal selection. The assertions used for planting were provided by the CSIR Plant Genetic Resource Research Institute. The former director of the institute, Dr. Lawrence Misa Abuaje, shared his view on the project.
3 leafy vegetables that we are evaluating. The one of them is Kochuros or Lituros. The others call it Ademe. Then we have Roselle, Tokosuli, and we have this one is Amaranthus or Alefu. Yes, these are the 3 leafy vegetables that we are evaluating at 3 sites. One being here at Kwadaso, and one at Bwedi, and you have one also in the Novi region near Nyampala. Yes, one very interesting about this crop is that in places where we don't have green materials, like in the south we have Kuntumri, but in the northern parts we don't have. Yes, and the farmers are very much interested in these 3 leafy vegetables. We had about 28 farmers here, and they have evaluated and categorized the materials. So they will select what they want, and we will improve upon them further.
As explained, the participatory varietal selection began with scientists showcasing different indigenous leafy vegetable varieties to farmers. Farmers were encouraged to evaluate and provide feedback based on various criteria such as taste, resistance to pests and diseases, adaptability to local climate, and yield potential. After the selection process, the most popular variety selected will be further multiplied by the project and given back to farmers to produce in large quantities. Speaking with a farmer who actively participated in the selection, This was what she had to say. Another farmer, Awudu Razak, indicated that he had been cultivating roselle for several years without being aware of the diverse varieties present in Ghana. However, following his involvement in the varietal selection, he identified alternative varieties that he considered superior to his current choice. Consequently, he appealed to the project organizers to provide these new planting materials to him and his fellow farmers, believing that it can significantly enhance their agricultural practices. Additionally, Mr. Isaac Newton Wachimensa, the breeder on the project, also highlighted the remarkable growth cycle of the leafy vegetables, which is about 7 weeks from planting to harvest, and the impressive yields they offer. He acknowledged the potential of these indigenous leafy vegetables and recognized their capacity to enhance the Ghanaian economy and change farming for numerous farmers. Dr. Mrs. Patricia Pinaman Ichampong, the lead scientist overseeing the project, expressed her gratitude to the farmers for their dedication to the entire process and emphasized on the nutritional qualities these traditional leafy vegetables possesses. She further added that the focus is not just on the farmers, but they have also included all the key stakeholders so that when the vegetables are planted and harvested, a ready buying market will be available.
It's all about forming value chains so that all the stakeholders will be involved right from the beginning. So what we did today, we brought all the stakeholders together. When I talk of the stakeholders, I'm talking about breeders, other researchers, AEAs, marketers, processors, farmers. So all these people came together, especially today. We brought in the traders because they know what the consumers want. So these traders are here to select the varieties that consumers want. So at the end of the day, if what they select corresponds with what the farmers select, we will multiply those varieties and then we will allow the farmers to grow those varieties so that when they get to the market, when the marketers come for them, consumers will easily take those varieties. So what we are doing is that we have formed a user group. The user group consists of all the stakeholders. So they are doing the selection together so that at the end of the day, when the varieties are planted, it will not be like, oh, when we cultivated this variety, we didn't get traders to come and buy them. So I think this is sort of an innovation that will actually take these varieties to the marketplace for consumers to have them.
This initiative marks the beginning of more significant development concerning indigenous leafy vegetables. The CSIR-CRI and the PGRI's mission is to shift the narrative surrounding indigenous leafy vegetables so that they become an integral part of the Ghanaian diet. This project will empower both farmers and consumers, ultimately fostering a more sustainable and nutritious future for all. The CSIR-CRI is at the forefront of this journey, working hard to promote indigenous leafy vegetables and improve the livelihoods of all Ghanaian farming communities.